Okay, girls, we ready? All right.
Hi, yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is session 2, okay, of Create 21. This is on the power of influence. So we're going to kind of elaborate on a lot of stuff that we just went through. So first thing we're going to look at is what the session's designed to do, and it's help your role as a professional salesperson. It's going to identify positive ways to guide and influence your prospects, customers, and clients. It's going to create a solid working relationship built on rapport and trust. It's going to list several practices for creating, expanding, and cultivating your sphere of influence. It's going to identify the CRM and what it is and how it will help you. It's going to leverage social networking tools to help develop business, and it's going to recognize your opportunities for referrals. So, why are you proud to be a professional real estate salesperson? Well, the thing is a salesperson is one who sells. All right, selling is discovering a customer's needs, offering a solution, and helping the customer take the next step forward. You know, you're a salesperson, I assume, because salespeople make as much money as they possibly want to make. You know, we work on commission, so there's no one that's going to say, hey, listen, Renee, Joanne, you made too much money. You know, you can't make any more. No, no one's going to put the thumb on you in real estate. So it's a never-ending well of money that you can start accumulating if you're good at sales. So what is it all about? Well, the whole idea with Sales Girls is about it's a connection. Building a rapport with someone to relate to a harmonious way. It says trust is to rely upon or place confidence in someone or something. If you build a good rapport and trust with someone, you can sell them anything. That's the key. All right. That's so important. I know people who have been in the business many years. They're going up against, new agents on a new listing, and the new agent gets the listing. You know, why is that? Well, it's because the new agent hit it off better with the homeowners. You know, why do people go with you as opposed to go with me, or go with other people as opposed to go with you? It's all about relationship building. That's what real estate is all about. You know, just remember times when you were talking to a salesperson, and I know I do this all the time. When salespeople come to my house, I always say, "Hey, listen, I'm not going to buy anything. You know, I'm going to listen to what they have to say. You know, and I'm going to get a second opinion and do all that stuff." Next thing you know, they come over. You know, at the end of the conversation, we're hitting it off. I'm writing checks like crazy. You know, and I was like, "Oh, what did I just do?" It's because it's the way you feel about someone. You know, you got to find people's hot buttons, which we'll go over. You got to find icebreakers, which we'll go over. I mean, but it's all about relationship building. It says characteristics buyers look for in an agent. It says the top 2 characteristics buyers look for when choosing an agent is, number 1, the reputation. All right, 23% of them look for reputations and honesty and being trustworthy. Okay, your reputation when you're new, you're not going to have a big reputation, you know, being a new agent, but you know your company services a great reputation. Century 21 and Century 21 Northeast, it's a well reputable company. You know, people can search online and see, you know, our brand awareness and everything. That's going to establish a reputation. If people want to know how, about you or how well you do, you can, because you're new, you can bring your office success on an appointment, you know, or if you're partnered up with people, you know, or you have a mentor, use the mentor's experience as reputation, whatever it takes to kind of win them over. That's important. It says a professional real estate person is a consultant. What do consultants do? Well, you know, you're going to find out, girls, in real estate that we wear many hats in real estate. All right. How many times did I go on an appointment where it's a divorce situation? And I hate divorces. I've been through one. And I know divorces keep us in business because, you know, when there's a divorce, things get sold. So sometimes I'll have to go over to a house and they want to vent, whether I'm sitting down with the husband or wife or whatever it is, and they want to vent about, what their husband didn't do or what their wife didn't do and why they went through a divorce. So sometimes you just got to listen, and you gotta lend a shoulder for them to cry on or whine to, you know. Same with, on a estate sale sometimes where parents pass away and the kids are selling their house and they're emotionally distressed out there, and you got to lend a helping hand, be there for them, because they want to, they need someone to console them and everything, so they look at us as professionals, but not only are we there to help them sell, but we're there as a friend. We're also there as a person that they can lean on if they have a sad day, or even if they have questions that they need someone to help them answer. We're there, so we consult them in many ways. The power of asking questions is important when you're talking to people. Focuses on the customer all the time. Shouldn't be on you. It's always on the customer. Discover the customer's desire and their needs. Why are they selling? Why do they need you? Identify their motivation and urgency. What time frame are they looking for to sell? What's their motivation? Whether a husband's relocating, or are they relocating their family to another state or something like that? Ask those questions. Answers enable a customized solution. Allows you to lead the conversation. They always say in my sales training that if you ask a lot of questions, right, you're in control. If you answer a lot, you're out of control. Okay, think about that. And Lou Holtz, who was a great football coach, said, I never learn anything talking. I only learn when I ask questions. That's true. Salespeople tend to talk, not listen to what the customer is saying. You got to be a good listener in real estate. If you're a good listener, you shouldn't have any problems at all taking that all in. And then what you do is you just play it back too. Types of questions. Questions can be structured in two ways. You have close-end questions and you have open-end questions sometimes. What are the close-ends? Well, they seek a yes or no response. Open-ended seek a multi-word answer. So here's some open-end questions they begin with. Then they begin with who, what, when, where, why, how, and which. What open-end question might you ask someone? Well, you can use any of these. You can, if you're dealing with the seller, you could say, where are you moving to? Why do you why do you feel the need to sell this house? How much do you think you're going to get on this property? Who, if any, is any other people that have an integral part of you selling this? What's your bottom number? I mean, these are just some of the questions that you can take control of the situation. Now, your role as a guide and leader, you got to focus on the customer. You got to identify the solutions. You got to always place the customer's best interest first. Remember, you're there for that. Show the path forward. You got to do one step at a time. Actively influence and be persistent, but respect your customer's choice. These are all the roles of a guide or a leader. Okay? What are the prospects and customers reluctant? Or why are they reluctant? Well, a lot of them have fear. You know what the 4 letters of fear means? False evidence appearing real. That's what it means. Why is there fear? You got to get down to the bottom of that. There could be uncertainty. That's the thing. You don't want to force them into selling something they don't want to sell or buying something they don't want to buy. Why is there an uncertainty? Maybe both of them are on different pages, both husband and wife. There could be an incomplete understanding of the process. They might not understand the whole process of buying or selling. And then obviously this could be a significant consequence of a big decision. Remember, real estate is the biggest investment they will ever make. All right, that could be an issue. Lack of trust. They don't trust you yet. That's where you got to win them over. And maybe things are happening too fast for them. You know, if it's happening too fast, slow down a little bit. One of the things that I do, as a real estate agent is I start talking to people before we fill out any paperwork to find out what they're all about. Sometimes I've walked away from situations where people are not ready. So you gotta evaluate the whole situation and try to get them to a point that they understand what's taking place. They trust you. Now, when you persuade through communications, that's when you're selling. Dean Russ wrote, one of the best ways to persuade others is with your ears, by listening to them. Listen to what they have to say. Salespeople, like I told you before, tend to talk. That's the reputation that they get. Sometimes they don't even hear what the customers are saying. You don't want to be like that. Take it all in. If you're good at listening, and then playing it back, do that. If sometimes people forget. You want to write things down that they tell you. That's important. Choosing your words when you're talking to people. No off-color language or humor. Avoid topics of politics and religion. Be sensitive to generational differences. Address prospects appropriately and maintain the highest professional standards. One of the things that I do is I come down to their level. Sales typically, you don't want to talk over their head with big words and everything. Come down to their level. Sometimes tone of voice is very important, guys. When you start lowering your voice, people zoom in. Different pitches of your voice. And you don't want to be boring too when you're talking to them. If you're boring, you can see all signs of that when you look at them, because they're squirming, they're fidgeting, they're not looking you right in the eye. They're looking beyond you. Their mind's somewhere else. That means you're boring. Change the topic. Change the subject. Get into something that they really like. Okay. Now, here's some of these words help a customer move forward. All right. Some of these words, like when people have to sign something, sometimes they get a little panicky. So we use the words okay, approve, authorize. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if you don't mind authorizing this paperwork so we can move forward. If you don't mind approving this. If you don't mind putting your John Hancock here. When it comes to contracts, they use a word like agreement and paperwork. People hate that word contract. Contract means that, if someone has to hit me with a contract, usually they say, well, I want to have my attorney review it. I always say, if you don't mind signing this agreement and this paperwork, we can get the process going immediately. When it comes to the word commission, I always use the word fee for service. My fee for service is 5%. Might want to know what that's all about. I never use the word commission. My fee for service. And instead of using the word house, use something a little bit more affectionate, like a home. Something more meaningful. So you can change different words around. Now, closing. What is closing, first of all? Well, closing is the process of asking for an action or commitment from our prospect or customer. Closing helps them to move forward towards a solution to their real estate problem. The ABCs of the world. Always be closing. You want to always be closing. So look at you have something called the alternate choice, a question structured with two possible responses built in. Transforms a question from one with a yes or no answer to one with a yes or yes response. This can increase your chance of setting an appointment. So this is how they look at it. Example one says, can I stop by to see your house today? You're giving someone a choice, yes or no. But if you want a yes or yes answer, you would say, I could stop by today to see your house with 2 or 4 p.m. be a better time for you. It's a yes or yes response. Okay. Now, when you're closing while you're prospecting, what is the objective? The objective is to set an appointment. Anytime you talk to someone, the goal is to set an appointment. Whoever sets the most appointments, guys, right, always wins. If I asked you, hey, listen, Joanne, Renee, how many appointments do you have set up for next week? If you say, if I have 10 appointments set up, that's someone who's going to keep learning. That's someone who's really blowing and going, we call it. Some of the heavy hitters in real estate, some of the top producers have a bunch of appointments going on. They get better and better and better at their appointments. Who's to say they don't get them all? No one's that perfect. But if they don't get it, they always, they always get better. When I don't get when I don't get a sale, just because I was on that appointment, I'm going to learn from that experience and kind of get better at it. So your objective is the appointment. Determine someone's needs. You're going to offer a service and you're going to ask for the appointment. Now, closing in a buyer-seller presentation, what is the goal? The goal should be to get a signed agreement. What it is, it demonstrates your value. You're going to sell your benefits, and the bottom line is if you got a signed agreement, you ask for a commitment from them. Now, when you first get started, where are your customers coming from? Okay? Everybody asks that. Geez, where am I going to get the customers? The company got to give me leads or whatever. They tell you, all right, that you want to stay in. There's two different types of categories of people. There's a warm market and a cold market. Warm market is your sphere of influence. They call it the SOI. That's your friends, the relatives, the acquaintances, and everybody you know. They always tell you, all right, to stay in that type of area, because those are the people that know and care about you. All right, hopefully they're the ones that give you business. Now, why is your sphere a great place to start? Because, like I said, they know and trust you. They're supportive and friendly, immediate income potential with them. Because they say how do customers end up finding you is 41% of the buyers find their agents through a friend, neighbor, or relative. That's a big number. 42% of sellers find their agents through a referral from others. And 24% of sellers work with their previous sales associates. So, what it says is, don't forget anyone. Each month, your sphere of influence should be growing. So what they tell you is to make a list of all the people that you know and care about, or you come in contact with within a 30-day time frame. Make a list of all those people. Now, each month, you should have more and more people that you add to your sphere of influence. It says, don't just announce, you must ask. Regular contact and follow-up is essential to these people. Keep building your sphere of influence database. So what they tell you to do is take all these people that you know and care about on a 30-day basis that you come into contact with and send them an introductory letter. Now, we have in our offices something called announcement cards. All right, you might want to ask your manager or whoever's running the office if they have announcement cards, because they're branded to Century 21, and then you can they're little postcards that you just write your name in there, and you want to just address them all handwritten to your sphere of influence, letting people know that you're now diversified your business and you're in real estate now, and put a business card in there. Okay, send them something. Send them a little postcard. Mine when I remember when sending them off is, dear Auntie, I just want to let you know I diversified my business. I'm now in real estate. I'll be contacting you within the next couple months to talk. within the next few weeks to talk. And then what I would do is I would send that out to my aunt. Then I would follow up with a phone call. And my phone calls would be, hey, Auntie, did you get my postcard? Yeah, Richie, I got it. I'm in real estate right now. Oh, wow, that's great, Richie. Auntie, if you were to sell your house or knew anybody that was selling, who's the first person that comes to mind? Oh, no, I don't really know anybody, but now you're in the business, I'll refer you the business if I know anybody. Great. Or you could say, Auntie, I need your help. I'm thinking of really getting into real estate full time. I was wondering if you knew anybody that might be in need of any help of finding a house or selling a house. Let them help you. That's a warm market. What you want to also do is obtain their email addresses, your sphere of influence. Send them different updates of what's going on in real estate. Get your message across. You can even create a newsletter that you can send them. Now, once you start putting together that list of people, you want to have a place to put them. That's why everybody needs a customer relationship management system. You know who our system is, girls? It's Business Builder and Zap. All right, what that is, it's technology that allows users to easily store and retrieve contact information for customers, clients, and prospects. It helps organize and automate and synchronize customer contact and follow-up. So you want to put all these people, especially getting their email address and their names, whether it's your aunt, your uncle, your dentist, your doctor, your lawyer, your hairdresser, therapist, whatever. You put these people in your CRM or in your database. Now, what are the benefits of using a database? You could blast them off an email to everybody. You could send them a newsletter. You could send them a Christmas card without handwriting anything. If they do buy from you, okay, you can send them an anniversary card of when, a year from after they bought. You can send thank you cards, e-greetings, whatever it takes. Business Builder is one of the portals that we use. Great marketing stuff on Business Builder. You can put your clients there. But if you want something a little bit more upscale, you want to use Zap. Rob D'Amico teaches Zap, I think every Wednesday night, 5 o'clock online. They're also on Century 21 University. There's different Zap classes. Zap actually creates your website for you. It's very easy to navigate. Keeps all your clients there. Like I said, all you need is their email address and their name. Puts everything there at your fingertips. And guys, you don't even pay for it. A lot of databases charge so much to service databases, charge monthly fees. We don't. Get involved in Zap. Put your clients there and you will not be disappointed. All right? But get involved in the next Zap class for beginners. Now, what it does, it also creates a website for you. A website's a good design with intuitive navigation, has solid use of branding, easy home search capability. So when people are searching, they can go on your website and search through Zap. Easy contact forms. They have regular updates. It uses YouTube and social media to drive the traffic. And it redirects a script to a mobile-friendly version of your website. It also, lets you get into Facebook. Develops a business strategy for posting content. It uses photos. Constantly increases and expands connections. It creates a fan page for yourself. Set up Facebook groups for target markets. Maintain on a daily basis, interact and engage with others, and avoid the appearance of a shameless promotion. Guys, we have the Century 21 page. It's called The Workplace. And all you need to do is sign on to 21 Online. That front page that comes up, there's something called Century 21 Workplace, and get on it. So you can communicate with your coworkers. If you're doing that, if someone's relocating or whatever, you can talk to them. If you want to talk to corporate Century 21, you'll see all kinds of articles and everything there. But it's a Century 21 Workplace is a great portal for us. LinkedIn is a more upscale version of Facebook. You could submit a complete profile, choose effective keywords and phrases. You can add a video to the profile, extend personal knowledge to the new connections, build a credible reputation. You can start a LinkedIn group page, and it directs followers to your website. And then Twitter. I'm not a big fan of Twitter because I don't know how to really do it that much, but people love to tweet. So it creates all different great practices, for you to get your point across as well. Now, you also have, through Century 21, a referral opportunity. What it says is a referral directs a customer's leads to a sales associate who is able to help. It is a service for which you may earn a referral fee. It is also an opportunity to set an appointment with a prospective buyer or seller. Now, remember, our referrals, all right, before I go into the next slide, is if someone's moving out of state, out of the country, all right, and they're looking to buy or sell, remember, you can get paid for that. There's referral fees that, if you hook them up with our relocation and our referral office at Century 21, you can get paid for anybody that's moving away. You don't want to just bypass them in any way, So this is the whole process of how the referrals work, all right? It says you discover a FSBO prospect, and they just give you an idea. In Fresno, California, you offer to place them in touch with a specifically qualified Century 21 affiliate. In Fresno, you set an appointment with the prospect to complete a basic needs worksheet. The worksheet is given to your company's relocation director. Your relocation director selects a receiving office and places the referral. The Fresno location assigns a sales associate to establish a contact with your prospect. The Fresno sales associate helps the buyer find their next home. And upon the closing, you get a referral fee, and it's to your company, and it's split with you. That's the process. These are the relocation companies that we use through Century 21 Northeast. We use the Global Referral Network, the Global Connect, and Cardis. All you got to do is relocation director, I think, is Brent Fernald in our company, and he does all the relocations. Guys, and that's it. That is session 2. Joanne, Renee, any questions?
Oh, I don't have any.
I don't have any either. That was great. Thank you.
Did this help out a little bit here to getting started?
Yes, it definitely did.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. I'm glad. I'll be doing on Thursday. I'll be doing a toolkit CMA class. I think that's a morning class. If you guys want to sit in on that one, it's how to get on our software system for doing a market analysis. So that's going to be Thursday morning. Thursday night is just a repeat class of Create 21 with the part-timers who couldn't make it in the day. Okay. I just want to tell you guys again, tonight, if you're interested, we got the live class going on in our West Peabody location. It's got to be a nice interactive class. There's got to be a lot of guest people coming in who have been doing great in real estate. I'll be talking and answering questions on, on handling objections, cold calling, role playing. We're going to do a little role playing in there. But it will be in our West Peabody location of 494 Lowell Street. Starts at 5 o'clock. If you girls are able to attend, I'll be there, by 4:30 to get everything set up. Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you there.
Okay, guys. You have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. And we'll talk to you soon.
Great. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye now.